first episode of You Stress Me Out. My name is Casey.
And I'm Maggie, and we're your hosts. Very chaotic hosts. It's going to be a wild ride.
Already.
So glad that you're with us. It's been a very wild morning.
I don't know, I guess we'll do, like, a brief introduction to the podcast.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, okay, so the first episode, we're playing 21 questions. You get to know us, we get to know each other. It's going to be a chaotic ride. It's going to be very funny, because I have really great questions.
I do too. I wonder, like, what the difference between our questions are going to be.
I think it's really going to set us apart. I think there's going to be a very interesting difference between you versus me.
Did you? I got mine off of, like, a website, though.
I came up with most of these my own. And I
See
got
this
maybe
already.
I got maybe two off of the website because I was like, okay, well, I want to get some, like, little extra ones just in case things happen and we happen to say the same questions. It was like all like put a few extra in there, and those are the ones that I got off of the internet. But no, I came up with most of these.
All right, I'm excited, but the premise of us is that we just graduated from film school, and
well, technically we graduate in 2 weeks.
True.
Technically, like, we get our diploma in 2 weeks.
Yeah, but we haven't had to do any schoolwork. And we've just been, living our lives the best we can.
Yeah, we're the only one. I feel like, apart from a few of us who are still well, actually, that's a lie, because everything literally got finished about 3 days ago for the screening on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Literally everything. So.
And there's still one project going on.
Yeah. Yes, you are right. Because
we know who to ask because it's just a bunch of, like, post people that are struggling currently. Yeah.
Actually, I should talk to the one post person I have on speed dial. They're like, so, I've heard things. You want to confirm or deny?
Are you guys good? No? Okay. Yeah.
No. Confirm, deny. Please,
But here's the thing. I don't think any of them are going to be good, like, for the rest of their lives. Like, this is just their life now.
Well, I think, you know what? It's glad that I would say it's glad it's a Saturday because now people get to rest, but I was like, I don't think anybody's resting, because the person I have on speed dial is editing the interstitials that are going in the thing.
Oh.
So I don't know, and that's what Cutie Patootie over there said, that they had to, that it's still in. So I don't know if it has to get changed now.
I don't know, but I'm stressed out for them.
I genuinely have no words, because I'm like, this is just, like, it's expected in our program. Like, it's not surprising. It's surprising, but it's not surprising.
I love that, like, what we just talked about is such a good, like, just, like, encompassing of what we had to go through. And, like what this podcast.
It's a small little piece of the pie that we had to eat.
Yeah.
And we didn't even get to eat that part because it had nothing to do with us.
We haven't even graduated and we already feel like we need, like, therapy sessions about what we went through. So, that's this.
It was a fun time.
Lovely. Okay. Alright, so I personally think I should say the first question. Unless you think, because I think I have a good, like, start off, like...
Oh, no, I gotta say my question first.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay, so we're starting 21 questions.
Yeah.
My first question is, why do you stress me out?
This,
why?
I will never know. This, I just do it naturally.
Yes. But, like, why?
Yeah.
Why do you like to stress me out?
It's just, like,
you do
a fun
it
little
all
game.
the time. Okay, it's a game? It's a game to stress me out?
Yeah, your feelings are a game, and I'm
You wouldn't be
the
first
best
one.
player.
You wouldn't be the first one?
I like stress you out on a daily basis in small increments, but I've never, like, given you, like, trauma.
No, like, Batman, when we were doing Batman, stressed me out.
Yeah.
And it was also the other one that stressed me out too, but for different reasons. But
yeah,
one person was stressing me out on the daily for the entire project.
Yeah.
So
Which when we were on a project together, I stressed you out a lot, but that was because I was stressed out. Getting, like, location permits, and I don't know, when I thought I had to do the budget, I was like, this is
I
not
don't know what
gonna
to
work
do.
out, guys.
Yeah, but that's
So,
fine.
but-
I carried some of the stress.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, when I was stressed out about doing, like, paperwork stuff, you stopped me stressing you out by just
Doing
taking
it
all the
myself?
stress off
Yeah.
of it. Yeah.
Yeah, because I've done the paperwork before.
Yeah, I have an excuse, but
You have an excuse for sometimes.
why don't you stress me out?
Probably because I stress myself out, and then I just don't put that stress on other people. Like, I'm
Fair.
just constantly stressing myself out.
Yeah.
And then I tell you that I'm stressed out, and then I complain.
But it's already,
everything-
like, been over.
Yeah, it's already
or-
been over, and I'm like...
Can't help you now.
That's literally what it is.
Yeah.
It's like, you can't help me now, but, like, here's what I did this week. Here's everything that stressed me out this week. It's all fine.
Yeah.
I'm a suffer in silence type.
You're you need therapy type.
I do. We tried it. It didn't work. We'll eventually try again.
Yeah. That's okay.
We'll find something else to stress us out and to spiral, and then we'll go.
That's a great idea. That's a great idea.
We only call the fire department when the house is burning, not when it's, like, smoking.
It's true.
So.
I did the same thing with therapy. So that's when you get the most out of it. That's when you're ready.
That's when you're ready.
You know, they're like, you can't help someone that doesn't want to be helped, you know? Like,
Yeah.
You're just, if you're burning to the ground, you're ready to go.
Yeah, if I'm burning, then that's, like, I'm the meme where it's, like, the little guy is, like, sitting in and everything around is on fire. That's me.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
me all of last semester, and then for parts of this semester. I kept on sending it to people. They're like, how things going? And I'm like, I send the meme. They're like, you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm great.
Yeah, you're just fine. It's, like, warm in here. It's comfy.
I'm
I've
toasted.
been here a long time.
I'm naturally cold-blooded. So,
Right.
I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, so it's fine. Like, my hands, I'm sweating right now. Like, it is so hot in my room. My hands are cold.
Yeah, I don't think if the therapist could help you with that one, though.
No, maybe a nutritionist.
Yeah, probably.
Probably a nutritionist. I should probably go see my doctor, but kind of don't like her.
It's fine. Oh.
Because every time I go, she's like, so what brings you in today? And I'm like, I have this problem. She's like, huh, okay. Well, I can't help you with that problem. It just has to pass. I'm like, cool, thanks.
Deal it with it yourself.
Yeah, literally. I'm like, well, I'm so glad I didn't pay for this. Thank
True.
you.
We live in Canada.
Yeah, well, we live in Ontario specifically, so OHIP
Right.
covers some things. It doesn't cover everything, but it covers some things. I'm pretty sure I walked in, talked to the receptionist, went into the appointment, and then just left. And, like, that was it. It was like, I did not go back to the receptionist, didn't pay, just, like, walked out. Like,
I remember the first time I had to do that, too. I was like, do I go back to talk to her? Or, like, do I just leave? Like, I feel weird leaving. So sometimes I'm just like, bye. Thanks.
bye, love ya.
Yeah. XOXO. Okay. All right, my question. I have to lean over because my laptop's too far away from me. What is the last good book you read?
Oh, I'm so glad you asked this. I literally finished okay, I have two. Because I finished The Silent Patient earlier this week. I don't remember the last name of the author. I can see it on my bookshelf. It starts with, it's Alex M. And that's all I got for you.
We'll put it up.
Oh my god, it's such a good book. It's it's like a mystery thriller-ish. Basically a woman, renowned, or not renowned, but it's, okay. I'm getting so excited about this, I'm like, I don't know where to start. So, this woman, she's not a famous painter, but she's a very well-known painter in London, kills her husband, and then doesn't speak a single word. And so this psychotherapist is like, I want to work with her. I've been following her story. I want to work with her. And is trying to get her to open up and trying to get her to speak again. And there's a plot twist. Such a good fucking plot twist. It's amazing. So Bretta read it. I think she must have read it years ago because the book came out in 2019. And so I texted her afterwards. After I finished, I was like, this fucking book. I was like, oh my god. I was like, oh my god. She's like, yeah, I know. It was like that plot twist. I was like, I didn't even suspect it. Like, not even in the slightest. It's like I was suspecting everybody else, and I didn't suspect the person that I should have, and I was like, oh my god, I was floored. I was absolutely floored. It was so good. I want you to read it, because it's so good.
I will read it. I'm taking it off your bookshelf when I come over.
I'm actually not going to take it. You're actually not going to take it off my bookshelf, because it's my book of the month, and it's also a hardcover, and I don't want you to ruin the dust jacket.
Did you say a dust jacket?
Yeah, a dust jacket. Do you know what a dust jacket is?
Is it just like the paper that goes over the hard?
Yeah, so like imagine this is my paperback, but imagine this is a hardcover. It's like the thing that goes over the hardcover. Yeah.
What? I didn't know it was called that though.
Casey.
Who knows that? Who knows it's for
readers
keeping dust out?
Readers.
Why would you need to keep the dust out? It's gonna get on it anyways.
I don't know.
Well, that is not necessary.
Yeah. So that was an amazing read. I loved that one. And then I think I just finished romantic comedy like 2 days ago. That one was really good. So it is a romantic comedy based off of SNL. Very, very well done. However, it starts in 2018. 2018? Yeah, 2018. And then there's a time jump into 2020 when the pandemic happens. And so, like, it's split up into, or the way I view it is split up into two parts, so, like, pre-pandemic and then pandemonium. And I hate the pandemonium. Like, I hate the way that it was done. Just because I was like, I lived through that, did not want to read about it. However, it was such a good book. It was so funny. I kept on laughing, and my brother, I'm at work, and I'm listening to this audiobook. And my brother turned to me, he's like, what are you smiling about? I was like, I'm literally listening to an audiobook, and it's very funny, and I just cannot. Like, I'm sorry, I'm just laughing to myself, because it's just so funny.
Did you say pre-pandemic?
Pre-pandemic, and then pandemonium.
Who says that?
I don't, come on, you know the trend where it's like, you call the pandemic anything but the pandemic?
Yeah, so, I do remember that.
So,
yeah.
Pre-panini, and then pandemonium.
Okay.
Pre-pandemonium and panini. I usually use panini a lot. I'm like, pre-panini. I
have heard you say that.
Yeah.
Okay, very interesting.
So, those were the last two books that I read. And we're talking about what I read in May. Then I would also recommend Family of Liars, which is the prequel to We Were Liars by E. Lockhart. Fantastic book.
Very familiar name.
Yeah, it should be. She's very popular. It's a very popular book talk book. But Family of Liars, again, plot twist, did not see that coming.
Okay.
It was very well done. I loved it.
See, this is why I wanted to ask you that question first. It's people know who you are now, Maggie. Like, there's no other.
Just your average book reader.
No, I don't think so. I don't think average is a good word to describe.
I have actually read, I think I read like 5 or 6 books this month. Quite impressed with myself.
Yeah, that is quite impressive. I like stumbled through one.
I know.
It was a great book, and it's not even like, it took me so long because I didn't like it. It was just, I read like half an hour a night and that's it.
I also do that too, but then with audiobooks, I put it on like 2-speed, and so then I read like 2 hours of the audiobook in an hour.
Is that cheating?
No, because I also do that when I read. I also skim. I'm like, hey, just get to the dialogue, and I just
Well, is that cheating?
No, because I'm still reading. I read it, but I don't ingest it. I only get to like the dialogue, and that's where I ingest things.
You know what, that's fair, because I feel like I don't personally skip through movies, but if you were to skip through a movie, you still, like, I would still say you watched the film.
I skip through movies all the time. If it's a movie I've already seen, I skip through to only the good parts.
Okay, yeah. That's fair.
My question is, your favorite type of potato?
Wait, do you mean like
baked potato?
How it's cooked?
Yeah, baked potato, mashed potato, French fries, sweet potato.
So sorry. There's a little Yorkie, not on a leash outside, and I was very concerned. But I remember, I think there's a neighbor that like just lets their dog roam, Welcome to rural Ontario.
You live in Waterloo. Like, nobody's snatching up dogs.
Yeah. It's a cute dog, though. I might.
You might. Yoshi?
Anyways.
Yoshi needs a little sibling.
Oh, yeah. She would love that.
Yoshi.
She would probably get so jealous so fast, honestly.
Yeah, she probably would.
My favorite type of potato, though. French fries. Obviously, basic go-to. Like, they're great, but, like the shoestring one. And then, just, like, really skinny.
Oh, okay.
But if I'm, like, at a restaurant, I actually prefer, like, I don't get it very often because it's kind of, like, childish, but, like, mashed potatoes, they go off on those mashed potatoes. I don't know why they make them so good.
I think, mashed potatoes just taste so good. You put some gravy on it. You mix in some peas and corn sometimes. Amazing. Potatoes are an amazing carb.
They are.
There's so many different creations you can make with potatoes.
Yeah, you know that one, like, video this guy just made, like, he made, like, a potato cake?
No,
yeah,
and I don't.
It's, at first I was like, wow, this is kind of beautiful, and then I think, like, a few years later, I looked at it again, and I was like, this is disgusting.
And it's actually, what, you could also say vodka is your favorite kind of potato, because vodka's made from potatoes.
Well, there's your fun fact.
There's your fun fact.
If you had the world's attention for 30 seconds, what would you say? I because you're laughing, I feel like you'd be like, go listen to Taylor Swift's new album.
You're not wrong. I think the first thing I'd be like, okay, so I've been on Phoebe Bridgers' TikTok, and she's the one that came up with the whole thing of, like, I'm grateful to have grown up in a world with Taylor Swift in it, or the world, Taylor's version, and I'd probably just be like, welcome to the world, Taylor's version. That's literally all I would say. Is, Taylor Swift give me tickets? Taylor Swift come to Toronto? Release Toronto tour dates, please. You're killing me over here. That would be my 30 seconds of fame. Taylor Swift. Anything. Taylor Swift. Give me some more Taylor merch. Please, so thank you. I'm sorry, what'd you expect? I told you, we're in the Speak Now era. That's why my hair is purple. Okay? We're ramping up.
See, I when I first saw that question, I didn't know what you were going to say until I actually asked you. And you got this look on your face. And knew exactly what you were going to say.
Stream Speak Now, Taylor's version, July 7th. There you go.
Alright. Next question.
Who's a celebrity that you can't stand? Because I got a lot.
Oh, we're on the hater train already.
Yeah.
Taylor Swift? No. No, you think I would know this being in the entertainment industry, like, just off the top of my head.
It can be, like, celebrity, it can be influencer, it could be anybody in the public eye. Because there's a lot, like, people who get famous are sometimes insufferable, but I'm like, how? Why?
I don't hate, I love, okay?
You're a lover, not a hater.
Because, I mean, I don't know, like, the T word. The former president.
Oh.
That's my go-to because, yeah, it just gives me the ick.
Gives a lot of people the ick.
I don't think there's a celebrity that I'm like, ew.
You're like, I love all the celebrities, even the ones that do bad things.
Yeah, even if we're gonna be like, oh, like, the Kardashians are annoying. I never dealt with them or anything, so I just, like, they're fine. Let them live. I don't know. Oh. Andrew Tate.
Yeah. Yeah, that's an automatic one.
Yeah. So, yeah. That's what I would say. Do you have, like, an ick? Like, I mean,
yeah, I really hate the whole Kardashian Hadid.
Oh.
Just because, so Bella Hadid did Life and Looks, and she's like, it makes me so emotional, I didn't get my first Louboutins until I was, like, 19, and, like...
I never, growing up, had anything designer. My mom wouldn't let me. I think I got my first pair of Louboutins when I graduated high school.
Blah, blah, I'm like, girl, we are not the same. That's a privilege. Like, you don't need to be getting emotional about that. That is a fucking privilege. Like, it's just, like, the privilege and, like, the lack of,
like, awareness.
Yeah, awareness. I'm like, you have, like, there are bigger problems in the world, and this is what you're sitting and talking about. Like, it's just, and then the whole Kardashian is, like, they obviously have so many controversies, but I'm just like, you guys could be better role models, but also you are doing what you said that you don't want to do. So, like, your kids are in the public eye, and you're like, oh, I don't want my kids to get traumatized by everything that Kanye says, and, like, all that thing. I was like, so then don't put them in the public eye. You guys have done it, and, like, if you want your kid to be in the public eye, that's your problem, not mine. But when you have such a controversial person in your family who is constantly in the media and constantly getting called out for the things that are said or done, like, you really have to think about your kids' safety. Like, and I don't think that they are sometimes. I genuinely don't think that they are thinking about their children's safety sometimes, and that is kind of worrisome. And then you also have, like, all of these, like, family blockers who basically use their children for views and are extorting their children for that, and I'm like, that's kind of what you guys are doing, but, like, on a different level.
Right.
And it's just, like, the whole nepotism thing is just, like, it really gets under my skin. I'm like, if you guys just thought a little bit more, then it would be better. But you guys don't think, and that's the problem.
Right.
And I know I'm not the only one, so I'm fine, but, like,
oh no,
it's
yeah,
just,
no, that's what I mean. Like, a lot of people hate them for, like, reasons, like, fair reasons.
And the whole
I just
thing,
don't care enough.
The whole Kanye and Taylor Swift drama, I'm like, you guys tried to. I'm just like,
oh yeah, okay, well,
really, but that's another thing.
We're just tying it back together now.
But, like, that's another thing where I'm like, you guys really, like, you didn't have to do that, and, like, you guys completely distorted the whole thing, and then you had, again, you created all this media problem. I'm like, you really, like, it's not that hard to be a good person. Why are you choosing to do something where you hurt somebody? Like, it's just, it just rubs me the wrong way. Like, I don't like it when people are actively going out of their way to, like, make somebody look bad and, like, distorting the truth, and, like, you're doing something that you know is gonna hurt somebody and you do it on purpose. That is what, like, it icks me. It, like, really gets underneath my skin.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, next question.
See, this was supposed to be a telling question because I didn't think we'd get to Taylor Swift so fast. But if you could be best friends with a celebrity, who would you pick?
Taylor Swift, obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously.
So, okay, next question.
I mean, who would you be friends with?
I would probably be friends with Lola Zoe. Look, because I've, like, actually talked to her, and I know who she is, like, as a person, so, like, if I could, like, develop that friendship, like an actual friendship, that would, you know, like, I already know she's, like, a genuine person, because I was one of the OG fans. In a group chat with her, she wished me good luck on my exams. Anyways, she's so nice, and when I met her, I was so nervous, and she made me, like, instantly, I was like freaking out in the line, and then I went up, and as soon as she, like, started talking to me, I was so calm. I was like, we've been talking, like, forever. She's so nice, so I'd probably pick her.
We gotta get her on the show.
That would also be slightly embarrassing.
It's okay. Wait, but she...
One day. Yeah.
The Swift on the show?
I would be like, I would be freaking out, but she would be so chill, I'd be calm.
I know.
I already know.
That's exactly. So it would be great.
It'd be fine.
Okay. Next question. You find a dead body in a hotel room, what do you do?
Did you come up with this yourself?
No,
like...
this is one that I found on the internet that I'd be like, this is an interesting question.
If I found a dead body in a hotel room, like, they're like, here's your room, I'd be, first of all, they didn't fucking clean it beforehand. This is horrible service. You're getting a bad review on Google. I'd call the police. Like, I think like, how it actually show up and be like, oh, shit.
You'd be like, I'm sorry,
I wouldn't walk any further, because I'd be like, I wouldn't check if the person was dead or anything. Like, if it was not obvious, because, first of all, I don't know who this person is. What if they're dangerous? Second of all, if they're dead, I don't want my fingerprints on this crime scene.
You try not to contaminate the crime scene.
Yeah, so I'd go to the front desk and be like, yo, first of all, you need a new cleaner. This is
this is unacceptable.
Unacceptable. Yeah, and then let them deal with it. And then I'd probably be like, so do I get a free upgrade? Yeah, cover all my bases.
Cover all your bases. I like that. That's hilarious.
Yeah. And funnily, I've never thought about that my entire life. So that is genuinely my first instinct.
I think that's a lot of people's first instinct.
I would hope so. I would really hope so. If you do something else, I would call the police on you too. How can you tell if someone has a sense of humor?
Oh. Okay, I think it's a really easy one to tell. Well, here's the thing. People have different types of humor. Mine is very sarcastic. I am mean and sarcastic. To the point where other people think that I am... You breaking the fourth wall over there?
Can confirm, yeah.
To the point where other people think that I'm, like, serious, but I'm like, no, I'm just joking. And, like, sometimes it gets a little bit too much and I, like, have to dial it down. But I am, like, I'm sarcastic. I am mean. I also do a little bit of dark humor. But that's my humor. But I think the easiest way to figure out somebody's humor is to just, like, see what the jokes that they tell. Because I make jokes all the time and then I laugh at them. I love laughing at my own jokes.
Yeah.
So I think it's just, you have to... But, like, some people make a joke, and it's, like, an insensitive joke to a situation. And you're just,
right,
like...
Yeah.
Okay, so
you're
we know
not
that...
funny, you're just a dick.
Yeah. That's, like, the easiest way is, like, watch somebody make a joke and be like... Are you a dick, or is that, like, funny? Is, like, that's literally... There's the line. It's very easy to tell whether somebody is just genuinely an asshole and doesn't know that their jokes have, like, consequences. Like, because there are some things that you can't joke on. You don't joke on people's appearance. You don't joke on their weight. You don't joke on serious occasions. Like there's just certain things that you don't joke about. And if somebody does make a joke about it, and they're not friends with the person that they're making a joke about, and it's not, like, an inside joke, it's, like, it's just somebody random doing it, asshole. If it's, like, an inside joke, if everybody laughs, and that person who the joke is being made about laughs and is aware, and they're like, no, it's fine, like, it's funny, then that's how you sense it. But, like, very fine line, and people have crossed it, and then you're like, okay, so you're not funny, you're just a dick.
Yeah.
That's the easiest way to find it. Okay, next question. Okay, so this is you can do one or the other. So it's either you tell me the most embarrassing thing you've ever done, or something embarrassing that you do on the regular. That's, like, a constant thing. It could be, like, a little thing where it's, like, you sleep with socks on. That's embarrassing. That's gross.
Yeah, I don't do that.
Thank God. Thank God. That's disgusting.
One of the most important, embarrassing things is, like, in grade 4, I was in the washroom, and I guess I was in a rush, so I went to, like, run out of the washroom, but there was a caution wet sign there, and I slipped. I fully slipped, and it was, like, during lunch, so the bathroom was, like, full.
Aww.
I just, like, got it. I just walked away. But the only reason why I remember that is because I told my mom, and to this day, if I tell her about it, she will still die of laughter. She wasn't even there, but she just thinks it's so funny.
That's because it is.
That's why it's still embarrassing. It's because my mom still laughs at me for that happening.
That is true. That is embarrassing. You want to know the most embarrassing thing? Actually, I'm going to tell you the most embarrassing thing that I do on the regular, which is that my mother still books my appointments for me. Like, I go to the hair salon, my mother books it, and I show up. She just tells me what time we have to go. The only appointments that I've ever booked have been my doctor appointments with my new doctor, but, like, anything else. My dentist appointment, my childhood dentist. I still go to my childhood dentist. Even though he technically shouldn't be taking me, I still go. Because I go with my brother, because he's 17. So, like, my mom will book us in together.
Okay.
And then we'll go together. But
you have a little bit of an excuse until next year.
I do.
One more year.
But you know what? Here's the thing. I hate going to the dentist. So I'm just like, I hate it.
You just, like, talk to them.
I hate it so much. I know, but, like, they talk to you while they're, like, in your mouth, and they're like, so what do you do? And it's like, so how's everything? And you're like, like, but that's literally how it is. They're like, so, like, how are things? And, like, so you're done school now? And it's like, huh? And it's like, I can't talk to you. I can't have this conversation with you right now.
Huh. See, my dentist, they're aware, and they'll just, like, take the tools out of my mouth, or they'll ask me questions, like, they'll literally, like, take, like, 5 minutes, and it's just us talking.
No, the dental hygienists just, like, are talking to me as they're, like, performing whatever they're doing in my mouth, and it's just really annoying.
I think they probably find that funny.
Like, I hope they do, because I think it's funny after the fact. But...
Okay, I'm only asking this one because I want to answer it. If you could have one ability of your pet, we both have dogs, what would it be?
That's such an interesting... Okay, you know what? This is going to sound hilarious, but peeing standing up. I wish I had that ability. Because it's so hard as a girl to, like, you go out to, like, restaurants and whatnot, and, like, the bathrooms are never clean. Like, I wish I had that ability. Plus, it's also faster.
Right. Well...
I'm sorry.
I was not expecting that answer. I'm not going to lie to you. Well, my answer sounds a bit dumb now. That's, like, actually practical.
That's my dad. That's my dad getting home. He thinks he needs to honk the horn about 16 times before he realizes that the car is locked. He could honk it once. He could lock it once, but only has to do it 16 times.
Wow.
I'm sorry, nobody's gonna steal your truck, okay? Nobody wants to steal your little baby truck.
Anyways, I was gonna say that I would, like, I want to be able to run as fast as dogs do. Not because I like running or have anything to run from, but, like I'm not running any marathons, but, just, like, they're so happy afterwards. Like, their tongue's hanging out.
Zoomies?
Like, what is this, like...
Fucking zoomies.
Yeah, zoomies. Like, what is this, like, adrenaline high that you're at? Like, I want to feel that, because I feel like that's pure happiness right there. They're like, I ran and I get water now.
Okay, you realize our two different answers. You want to be happy, and I want to pee. That's literally the two separate... I think that's the biggest distinction between both of us.
Yeah, I think you're right. Okay, well, next question.
Next question. Guilty pleasure movie.
My go-to is always, like, The Sound of Music, and I wonder often if that is considered a guilty pleasure movie, because no one else says it.
I love it. I love The Sound of Music so much. Soundtrack, bops.
Is it? Oh,
Soundtrack is a fucking bop.
Oh, yeah. I would say The Sound of Music, because I feel like, I don't know, I feel like a bit awkward saying The Sound of Music, because people are like, oh, really? I don't know.
I love The Sound of Music.
It's great.
It's such a great film. The acting, superb.
Oh, yeah. It's beautiful, and maybe on that note, maybe my guilty pleasure, which I don't watch it very often, but I know I would enjoy it if I watched it again, would be The Princess Diaries.
I love The Princess Diaries so much.
I just love Julie Andrews. Like, she's amazing.
I love Anne Hathaway. Anne Hathaway in that movie is so good. She's so, like, her acting in that is so good. Like, she's so, like, cute and funny, and just... I feel like The Princess Diaries movie could all relate to, because it's, like, this very introverted girl.
Yeah.
Who just fucking finds out she's princess. She's like, no thank you. She's like, shut up, no thanks.
Right. What's your earliest memory of the internet? Like, website or whatever. Unless it's just, like, looking at prices online.
Earliest memory... Oh, honestly, it's probably YouTube.
Yeah. Do you remember, like, a YouTube video that was really early on then?
No. I can't remember, but I do remember going on YouTube. So, like, here's the thing. So, when we were younger, it'd be like a thing of us, whoever got up earliest for school would get to set up the laptop and play whatever they wanted.
Like music.
And that was that. Yeah, music could be a show, whatever it was. It's like if you were up and you were downstairs first, you got to set up the laptop.
Was that mostly you then?
No.
Really?
Mostly my brother be up at like 6:30, downstairs at 7.
Oh, you know what? That makes sense. That makes sense. Just like if you're a kid, waking up early is what you do.
It's nothing.
Yeah.
I can't do it anymore.
Yeah, fair. Okay.
That would be my earliest memory.
Mine is like there's this one game. It was like a task game, like to get your kids to like do tasks or whatever. And I don't remember what it's called, but he had like a little avatar that was a cat, and you can go on with like your friends, and it had a little section where it's like, did you like brush your teeth? Did you comb your hair? Right, like really like young kid stuff, and I went on with my best friend every single morning, and we would call each other, and we would like go do these tasks.
Aww, that's so cute.
Yeah, that's it.
Wholesome. That's very wholesome. Me, it's like, no, it's like a fight to the death. Whoever gets downstairs first, you get on that YouTube.
This
you
is
pick the movies, and normally it was Glee performances.
Oh wow, nice. That's what you would pick, or like?
No, that was just normal, like Glee performances.
Well, this is the difference between only child and not.
Yeah.
I gotta like go
only
about
child,
my day
2 siblings.
peacefully.
You get to go about your day peacefully. I have to fight.
Yeah, like the Hunger Games.
Like the fucking Hunger Games. Okay, next question. Unhinged lyric or song that you relate to?
Unhinged?
Yeah, like what's an unhinged lyric? Or song?
See, I know Taylor Swift has some like really, really nail on the head lyrics that you can pull to. But all of mine are just like chill. Like
you like there's gotta be like a lyric that you're just like, that is me. Or like any lyric that you relate to.
Oh well,
but like that's a little concerning.
I'm like, the most concerning artist I listen to is Doja Cat. I don't relate to any of her lyrics though. I guess one that kind of comes up. I don't want to like give myself away this first episode though. I'll decide if I want to put this question in or not. How about, because there's this lyric. I don't know it off the top of my head, but it's in the song Brian's Movie by Peach Pit, and the one like in the bridge or something, it says like about like Brian or something being his short friend or like something like that. And so I don't know, let me quickly look it up.
Okay, I will tell you mine.
Yes.
So Taylor Swift released, or she didn't technically release it, You're Losing Me from the Vault off of Midnights. And so there's a lyric and it goes, I'm the best thing at this party. And then, so that's like, so this is where my anxiety sets in. This is like me before a drink and then me after. Like this is where the anxiety, you really see the anxiety come out. So it's like, I'm the best thing at this party, and I wouldn't marry me either, a pathological people pleaser.
Oh, okay.
Like that's like, I was like that.
Yeah.
I'm like, cause like that's my, like when I get a few drinks in, I'm like, I'm the best thing at this party. And then when I come home, I'm like, I would not marry me either. I'm like, that's
so deep.
I feel like I think it's so true. I'm like, that hits a little too close to home, Swiftie. Okay, that hits a little bit too close to home, Blondie. But it is like, I think it is completely unhinged, because it's like, I'm the best thing at this party, but I wouldn't marry me either. Like it's just two completely opposite ends of the spectrum.
Right.
But
I think it's also just, it says something that your lyric that you pick out is calling yourself out. Like that.
Yeah, it is.
Well, mine is, please be over it, Bri. You always had my back as a short guy. See,
that is
it's
you.
Lovely. That is
you.
That is, I'll keep this in. Short means a lot of things to a lot of people, so.
Yes.
We'll leave it at that. Okay. Oh my gosh, well. this is such a segue. What song would you play at a party?
Ooh, okay, what's the mood of the party? Like, are we, like, getting me the mood? Because then I got a Taylor Swift song for each one.
This is the college parties that we went to.
Oh, okay.
Like, for reference, this is, like, it's just all of our friends. Like, there's not really any, like,
Yeah.
strangers showing up, so.
Well, a few, but.
Yeah, but they're chill. They're chill.
Yeah,
They're
chill
not,
strangers.
no one's, like, this isn't, like, a frat house. Well, this isn't, like, your when you
call
watch
it
a
the
movie.
frat house
Yeah.
parties.
Yeah.
This is, like, end of year, like, the one that we went to in, like, our rap party.
Yeah, like, we've all been
Okay.
through the same things.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
so rap party. Honestly, I think our song from debut would be really fun. Because everybody just, like, it's a really cute song, and, like, it's just, it's, like, such good vibes.
So,
Or
yeah.
that, or Shake It Off. Because I'm, like, after we get filmed, like, post-production, you just gotta shake everything off.
that's true. So you
That
would
would
play
be-
that one, like, mid-song, and then the other song would be, like, at the end, like, the party's wrapping
Yeah,
up. It's,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
1 p.m. or something.
I would play Shake It Off first.
Yeah, yeah.
Because it's like, okay, guys, we gotta shake all this shit off.
Yeah, that's the party opener.
That is the opener.
Yeah.
I feel like that'd be a great opener.
I feel like some people might leave.
You know what? That's fine. That's fine. We don't like them anyways.
Alright, your question.
If you could change your height, would you? Like, if you...
You're calling me off right off the bat.
Well, because I know my answer.
Okay.
And I want to know your answer, because I've already figured out my answer.
Okay. If I get, like, to any height,
Yeah, like, if you could make yourself taller, would you?
would I? I don't know. Like, I feel like at this point in my life, I'm, like, pretty confident in my height, so I don't think I would change it. But if I was, like, born to be eventually a certain height again, I think I'd probably pick, like, 6 feet. Because
I'm sorry. You want to be taller, got it.
no, I'm blurring. I'm beeping that out. I'm so confident in my height. I'm beeping out that people can't do the math. Because I feel like that's a height where people are like, you can't say like, oh yeah, like I want a guy to be like over 6 feet tall, because you're like, I'm already like kind of there. But also you're not ridiculously tall that like things become inconvenient.
Yeah.
Also as a cam op, I think that's just a good height.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah.
Because all the cam ops, well, all the male cam ops that we know are roughly that height.
Yeah.
I would say, honestly, I'd like 5 more inches. Like, I'd like to be...
I don't think you
Because
should
it-
word it like that.
Why do you do this to me? I would like to be 5'7", 5'8", just because I can't find pants that fit me.
Oh, okay.
It's so annoying. I either have to find pants that are short, or I have to get them altered. I have to get a pair of pants altered for... Like, they're just nice dress pants, but I have to get them altered. My plaid pants, cut those because they were way too long for me.
Right.
And so it's quite annoying because I can't... It's always hard to find clothes when you're small, but it's like... Pants are like just an extra struggle that I'm like, I really don't want to do this. I think it would help with the confidence.
Yeah. It's easier to like stand up
It would be
straight
easier to
when-
drive
Well,
because I don't have to move the seat all the way forward.
oh, yeah, I agree.
That's another
I
problem.
agree. I'm gonna get killed by the airbag just because I can't reach the pedals.
Yeah. Literally. Cause of death, airbag. Literally what it is. When we go to concerts, I'm just like, I
Oh, yeah.
can't see over everybody. Like, it kind of, like, especially when I'm on the floor.
Yeah.
Like, I would love to be, like, and I hate platforms. Like, I hate heels because they always hurt. So I'm just like, I do have to invest in a good pair of platforms so that way I can wear them to concerts, but it would be so much nicer if I could just see over the top of people's heads.
Yeah. And also,
that would be great.
Like, I'm not one of those people that waits in line for, like, hours just to be at the front. So it's just, I'm not helping myself in this situation.
No, I get to a venue an hour before, and that's it.
Yeah.
Maybe an hour and a half if it's, like, if I have time and if it's nice weather. But, like, the last 2 concerts that I was on the floor for, sitting at the back.
Yeah.
And could barely see anything. Like, I'm sorry. It would just be it would be so much easier.
We got it hard out here.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
We got a hard life. Hard knock life.
Yeah. We did have to put a movie reference in here at some point.
I've been making movie references.
Yeah. Okay. I did not notice.
Because you don't watch movies.
I know. It's okay. It's all right. Next question. What was one thing you were afraid of as a child?
Okay, here's something that I'm afraid of as a child, and I'm still afraid of now: the ocean.
That's fair.
The ocean, I can't. I hate bugs, and I hate, like, when you step in the sand, and you just, like, don't know where you're stepping, and it's like you're stepping on things, and you're just like, please don't kill me. I hate it. I'm terrified. I hate it so much.
Is that sand stuff just like when you're in the water?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like you go onto the beach and, like, you start, like, this is why I don't like the beach. I hate the beach. It's like you start to, like, go in and you just feel things. You're like, is that trash or is that a fish?
See, you just have to go to a good beach because there should not be trash. You know? Like, I mean,
I've only been to the beach, like, 3 times because I absolutely hate it.
Like in Toronto?
No, one was up in Ottawa area. And then the other was in Toronto.
Yeah. I love the beach because I grew up not near a beach, but, like, my grandparents live near a beach, so I just always went, like, in the summer, and they have, like, good beaches there. So the one thing I don't like about beaches on, like, a same point as you is, like, when there's so many little pebbles and it just, like, hurts.
Yeah,
I can't
I'm not
do
a big
that.
fan of that.
Yeah, but I know a beach where it's, like, sand, like, there's no rocks. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Your question.
If you could travel back in time, where would you go? Like, you have no effect on the timeline.
Okay.
Like, this is not like you're gonna change anything, but, like, if you could just go back in time and just experience a day, any day, where would you go?
Probably any further back than, like in like, maybe, like, 2012. Because I don't know, like, a specific day. Maybe my birthday. Because I feel like I just want to...
Last good birthday you had.
Yeah, I just want to meet me as a kid and see if I would like me or not. I want to know if I was annoying or not. And then just, like, see people I can't or don't see anymore.
Actually, that's a really smart.
Yeah.
Didn't think about that way.
What would you do?
I would go back to last semester when we chose our electives and be like, choose city,
Okay.
choose city.
I see why you were laughing at my 2012. Okay.
I'm like, choose city, choose city, choose city. That's what I would do.
Oh, okay. Right.
Like, mine would be a little bit more practical. Mine would be like, choose city.
Oh.
So I'm
Yeah.
like, it'd be a lot more fun. We'd have a lot of fun.
I guess maybe I just said I would, if we're going that route, I'd just be like, don't choose VFX. So we've made mistakes.
We have.
Okay.
Your turn.
This is my last question. Was that your last question then?
I have one more.
Okay. I guess maybe I have 2 then, depending on the time. Do you remember your most vivid dream?
I do. I remember some. Like, if I wake up, I will look up and be like, what the fuck was that? I had a really scary nightmare where there was a squirrel in my room and, like, it attacked me. And, like, I went underneath the covers to hide and it, like, went underneath the covers and found me and I screamed. And I woke up and my sister was literally getting ready to leave the house. It was, like, 5 a.m. She was literally getting ready to leave the house to go to the airport or to go to the train. Like, she was leaving to somewhere. And my mom was up with her, and I heard them moving, and then I heard them stop, and then I heard them keep moving. And my mom goes, "Were you up at 5 a.m.?" I was like, "Yeah, I had a nightmare and I screamed." And she's like, "Okay, that makes sense."
Because they heard you scream.
They heard me scream.
Oh my god. And they didn't come check on you?
Nope. Because they probably thought it was just, like, their imagination, or if it was just, like, something else. That was a very vivid dream. I was terrified of that one. I've also had... I had a vivid dream of the Eras tour. I was in the concert. Like, I was at the concert. Oh, she's turned off again.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we're good now. Okay, as I was saying. I think that was another vivid dream. I also had a vivid dream about somebody in high school. That was a very vivid one. Oh, I had a very vivid dream that my back was... So I went to bed, my back was in pain. Well, I had a dream where somebody massaged, this guy from high school massaged my back. Woke up the next morning, was not in pain. Yeah. That was a really wild one.
Interesting.
I think that's the most vivid dreams I've had.
Okay. Mine is just like I fall in love with a person that doesn't exist in real life. Like my brain makes them up, and it's happened like 3 times, and I wake up and I'm like, well,
Fuck.
that person doesn't exist, and I'm gonna miss them for the rest of my lives. There's like one specific one where like it was like it felt so long. Like we had like not a whole life, but like a good few years together. And
Oh, I remember you telling me that.
yeah, I woke up and like it's the vivid part is like we had like this like little bunker inside of a hill, like, and then the hill is like very like it's like a hill, like a park, and it's like green and grassy or whatever, and we were like hiding from like an army. I don't know, like we're going through trauma together, and then I woke up and this person does not exist, and I still miss her. And that was like,
You're like,
I was young. That was like, I don't know, I want to say like at least maybe around like 10 years ago.
you still thinking about this person?
Yeah.
Still thinking about her.
Anyway.
That is love right there.
That's love.
That is
That's
love.
true.
That is love.
And you have one more question.
I do. This is a very open-end question.
Okay.
And you're probably going to hate me because Regina asked the same question.
Okay.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
See, I don't know why you'd ask me this question, because then you're gonna have to answer this question, and you also hate this question.
I do hate this question, which is why I asked it.
I see myself operating a camera in Toronto. That's as far as it goes. I'm sorry.
That's as far as...
There's no other thoughts I have about that. I just, the one thing is, like, in 5 years, I picture myself happy. I'm currently happy, don't worry. But...
Yeah, put that disclaimer in.
But I'm happy in the place where I am in 5 years.
Oh, yeah, so you're still happy.
I'm still happy.
Got it.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be 26. I'll be 27. Oh, I'll be turning 27. So, hopefully, we are living on our own.
Yeah.
Not in our parents' house. Which that's a whole separate conversation to have. But why we still live at home.
Why we're doing this podcast and not in the same room.
Yeah. 2 separate locations. 2 separate cities.
Yeah.
I would say... I would love to... Okay, I have 2 parts to this. So I have one which is the business, which is professional... Like, we exclusively do professional sports teams, and we exclusively work for we exclusively work for professional sports teams just because the headache of our little clients I don't find it worth it if we have the professional sports team. So that would be that's my end goal for the business, is like we do that. But I would also love to be hopefully in the union, hopefully I would love to say I directing a feature, or in process of directing a feature. Would love that. That would be that's hopefully 5 years.
Right.
Hopefully would have seen Taylor Swift in concert. Yeah. Hopefully I have a bigger bookshelf. more books.
I don't know that one. I think that was a solid one.
That one is a solid one. Hopefully, I have more space for all the vinyls that I continuously keep buying. It's got a lot. I would love to be living in a different city. Like, I'd love to be living in, like, New York or LA. Even just for, like, a short amount of time. I think that would be so much fun. Even if it's for work or for whatever. It's a very open-ended question that we always hate.
Well, you know what? Maybe, just maybe, in 5 years, this podcast will be taking up a decent amount of our time and paying a decent amount.
Give us some money. Please give us money.
It's like, why'd you start your podcast? It's not the wholesome answer you want.
I know. That's always what it is. It's like, well, why do you want to do this? It's like, 'cause I need money.
Yeah.
We are broke.
I picture, like, I'm like, you know, if I can make some side money talking to my best friend for an hour every week, I'm not gonna hide that. Like, I feel like that's pretty good.
If we could, for, like, 2 hours, have a conversation and make money off of it, hell yeah.
Yeah.
It's all the other work that goes into it that, like, makes it
hire a team.
a job. Fine. Oh, yeah, that's my end. Like, I would love to have a production company where it's, like, I just sign off. That's also my other end goal. Well, the end goal for my life is to not be worried about money. To just, be like, oh, I'm sorry, this costs $500? Okay.
No problem.
Like, because the amount of, like, money privilege that I've seen with the clients that we've worked with absolutely is strong. Like, it blows my mind. People just don't even look.
Yeah.
And they're just like, okay, here's my credit card. And I'm like, oh, we had to ship something that had to be from Toronto to BC 2 days, $172 for shipping.
Yeah.
And it's like, you don't even bat an eye. You just go, okay.
Yeah.
And it's like, we need it. Just ship it. And it's like, I'm like, that would kill me. Like, I would, like, stab me in the heart, blood leaking. Like, that is $172 just to ship one box. Yeah. It was a very heavy box, a very big box, but one box, I was floored. But it's, like, also just, like, the money privilege that some people have. I'm like, I would love to do that. I would love to have that money privilege because it's such a peace of mind.
Yeah.
And I don't have peace of mind with my money right now, but I would love it.
We'll get there one day, financial freedom. One day.
Yeah. Would love to pay off the student loans.
Yeah. But that day is not today.
That day is not today.
Well, we're getting near the end of our time. Because I have to go.
Yes.
I'm going to see a play, so.
What play are you going to see?
Spam-A-Lot.
Oh.
Yeah, it's based off of Monty Python, which I watched last night in preparation. That's quite an interesting film. I don't know if I'd recommend it. Yeah, I said it looked like it shot it on an Android, as someone who uses Android, but the Android didn't exist at the time of the movie, I'm pretty sure. But it's just not. I was like, this is a movie you're making with your friends on, like, the cheapest camera you have. But it was really good writing because I watched the entire thing, so. Anyways.
That's all the time we have for today. Because Casey has to leave.
I have to go.
So.
But you can always follow us on You Stress Me Out Podcast on Instagram. Probably TikTok. That's also a thing. Hopefully soon. And hello? What? Yeah, what's up? Yeah, I know, we're wrapping it up right now. We're living at home still? Anyways, follow us.
Follow us.
At our, You Stress Me Out Podcast. You're listening.
If you know us, give us money.
Give us money if you know us. You're also broke, but
my auto deposit is set up. All you have to do is type in my email. Come straight through.
DM us. Tell us things that you want us to talk about. We also, we're on Spotify. That's where you might be listening to this, or YouTube is also where we're uploading these. So we're everywhere. Just look us up.
Any of our friends, tell us you want to be on it. We have a running list, but if you want to be on it, tell us.
Yeah. It's going to be great. All right? Well, thanks for listening to our first podcast, and we'll figure out the outro eventually.
We're still learning. This is a work in progress, okay? We are a work in progress.
Yeah.
Literally and figuratively.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks for listening. Bye.